The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
So that's
that what you're going to do again? Yes, I suppose I'll work until lunch break, so if anybody else has anything to do.
Just give me a general retail sales experience roll, which is something you could put, say, points into. What do you get?
Uno!
You actually repel customers from buying things somehow.
But I may.
Maybe you opened your fat trap.
Oh, I was talking to them!
And expressed certain opinions about nerds.
Star Wars.
And
All Star Wars.
Yeah, but I'm excited for the new
Yeah, and
movies.
that's why the real fanboys were like, but I heard J.J. Abrams was doing it. And then they're like, they don't like you for being enthusiastic, and they walk away.
Okay, fair enough.
Nerds, especially Star Wars and fanboys, they're the worst people in the world. And I should know, one of them. Where I was until I gave up.
Is it before or after they gave up?
After. Because I actually gave them a chance with The Force Awakens. And I was a fucking idiot for doing it. And I liked that film.
And to be fair,
And quote marks.
we checked out before the end of the book run.
Oh, sure.
Oh.
Yeah, no. Anyway, so it's lunchtime. What are you doing? The special lunchtime of yours?
I'm gonna go see Lyle.
So we meant to call you up here for your disciplinary meeting.
I'm sorry, what?
You're not supposed to call the customers. Well, if you don't like it, just you don't fucking watch it, you fucking nerd monganaut. One, you rolled a one.
Not the words she'd used, but something, yeah, along those lines I made.
He's paraphrasing.
Well, he was wrong. Star Wars.
Of course, they're customers. They're all wrong all the time. You're not supposed to tell them that. Otherwise, they don't come back and don't give me more money.
I'm sorry. I'm just passionate about
Oh, I
Star
can't
Wars.
stay mad at you, skin-colored Y.
I'm sorry.
What? Oh, nothing. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted because I can't find this archaeologist woman.
That's why I came to see you.
I thought you came here because I was frothing at the mouth and needed to discipline you.
I didn't even know about that.
He puts the writing crop back in the drawer and closes it. But since that doesn't seem like it's going to be happening...
I heard that you were looking for the archaeologist woman.
Yes, I just said that right now.
Yes, that's me.
Who's May?
I'm the one who...
No, it was some woman dressed as Bush, and you're dressed as a Star Trek woman, so that can't be you.
No, I was dressed... I've got the costume at home if you want me to bring it here.
Yes, I do, on unrelated matters. It'll probably come in handy for when Star Wars launches and we do big promotions.
Because it's going to be great.
You know, J.J. Abrams is writing and directing.
I don't know who that is.
You live in a wonderful world, full of rainbows and kittens. I wish I could live in that world, but I have to know things about stuff. I guess ignorance is bliss.
Who's J.J. Abrams?
You pull out a box set of Lost. Watch this. But,
Still have to buy that VCR.
but you won't thank me for making you watch it.
You will up until about season 2 or 3.
Yeah, when it becomes apparent there are no answers, he's an idiot. Sort of like The Force Awakens. Anyway,
Thank you. I'll,
don't thank me. Don't ever thank me for doing that to you.
do you actually want this back?
Nope. I want the tapes back, but you know, you can
That's
blank
okay.
them or put something else on it.
Do you want a copy of Star Wars?
Yes.
He's really good at his copies.
But he can get one that he watches without ruining his official ones. If I...
We just got these in. They're pre-released. They're coming out next week. They're special editions.
Oh.
No, I guess I haven't even unwrapped them yet. I'm sure they'll be excellent.
Well, Star Wars is awesome. It can do no wrong.
Man, remember when we were all like this? Can we move on before I become suicidal?
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry about what I'll be more careful with the customers.
But no, but seriously, if you find the archaeologist woman, you gotta send her my way.
I am the archaeologist woman.
Okay,
You want
what's
to-
a trilobite then?
It's a small creature from the prehistoric era that's kind of like a cuttlefish, but it's or like a horseshoe crab, but it no longer exists. It's extinct.
Checks out with me then. Now anyway, archaeologist woman, I need you to sign these documents agreeing to a co-venture to set up additional archaeologist conventions and money sharing things.
Money sharing things boobs.
You know, idiots who pay money for things.
Oh, yeah, idiot boobs, of course. Let's have a look.
Idiot boobs indeed.
I'll read through it.
The best kind of boobs.
I have office work, so
Okay, do you have technical legal documents?
no.
Do you have law?
No.
Then you probably still want a lawyer to go over it.
I got an 18 though on the. That's just on the die.
It looks like an agreement
22
to co-develop the Archaeologist Convention into a regular convention, which would be paid admission, etc., 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 sharing profits, 80-20, blah, blah, blah.
80-20.
Well, if he's going to be doing 80% of the
I
work,
know.
he should get 80% of the money.
Was there any profit from the last one?
No,
No.
it was,
Actually,
it
no,
was a
it
cover.
was
It
a
was
cover.
very profitable.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was.
he got a bunch of cryoplasma
It
out.
was very profitable.
Yeah, actually, from that perspective.
But it does give you decision making. Like you guys would have to agree on the
Yeah.
formats and guests and everything. So you do have some controlling interest.
Chance of winning this thing. In fact, when a WWE.com poll asked which superstar would win tonight,
You might want to get a lawyer to read over that first.
45%. True
That's
story.
good to me.
And
I can't
here,
afford
and
lawyers.
addition here, and here, and here.
What?
Nothing. Nothing. You can't afford lawyers.
I mean, I know Anthony Smart could probably, you know.
No, it's good. I'm saying, do you have knowledge of law? Yeah, you know a lawyer.
Oh, I didn't know he was a lawyer.
He knows
He
everything.
still doesn't
He's got
know.
every skill.
Under the sun.
Here are some skills I don't have.
Teasy
Magic.
Guards went back in time and had some fun.
Yeah, you
Black
can't have
Knight
one thing
Magic.
real loud.
Wait a
Black Knight
minute.
Magic.
I signed that last one, so yeah.
I wasn't allowed to be a
No, I
computer
didn't.
wizard.
Yeah, and so he took that as you have to be everything else.
I was planning to be everything else anyway.
So I'll sign all those.
Neat, you do that.
Okay, well, we'll just get this process through and we'll be in contact.
Okay.
I'm sure this is a conflict of interest seeing as she's my employee, but whatever.
So you leave and you go back to work and you scut away. Give me another retail roll.
No, but it's not the best. It's 3.
3.
I don't know what I add to it. So
So it's
Decent
just
size.
like the one, but
Because
now you
it's
know
cold outside, it's so warm in here and you're bitchy to everyone.
yeah.
The transvestite on the phone is like, hey, what's wrong with you today?
I want to be
I don't
outside.
know. It's everybody's grumpy at me for liking Star Wars.
Really? You should be on the trendy edge and just cynically depressed about everything, like I am.
Vicious strike. Oh, nasty impact.
Anyone want to do anything before nighttime happens?
Well, obviously I'll go home.
I said before nighttime happens.
Is it going to be that late?
It's winter.
It's winter.
It's not Friday.
No,
Yeah, it's the
Winter.
28th. It's literally dark at 4 o'clock.
you know.
Not quite. Not in. It is down here for us, but not in America. At that, yeah.
Matches like this really have a way of sapping your energy, as we're seeing with him.
I'm just going to canvass some of the sites that we saw to see where
There
drugs were going
there's
down.
conspicuous lack of drug dealing in all of those places.
That is what I'm being paid to do. So.
When you say conspicuous lack of drug dealing,
I mean, there's very obviously no drug dealing.
not like there aren't even any like corner dealers like there are on every other fucking street corner and.
Well, I mean, we were told that the drugs were not available, so now they're not selling at all.
It was just Blue Velvet.
And I would be lying low if I was a regular dealer at the moment too. Everyone's been getting killed.
They aren't regular dealers. Oh, you mean
Yeah, because like the rest of the city dealers are getting wiped out too.
Give me a information gathering or reporting journalism role. A Hunter S. Thompson role.
Wait! You told me to spend points, so can I just? How about I just put 3 in reporting? There's 3 points for him.
Sure. That's a bargain for me. It's normally 2 to 1.
Oh my god! Don't even.
Word on the street is that Papa Doc has been making an example of drug dealers, and there have been 4 or 5 ritual voodoo murders since last night of prominent, well-known drug distributors who have been hung up and had their hearts cut out. And that the cops don't even know about half of these yet.
If you go get those bodies, you can take them to the Undertaker, and then we're at like half a dozen.
And the word on the street is that Papa Doc doesn't want to see any of this, any of this dangerous shit on the street. He doesn't want any of this that isn't Vidoan product in his area. And he's setting a firm example by this. And the word is that the Red Faction and Blue Gang group are talking big about, yeah, well, fuck him, but they're noticeably not dealing drugs at the moment, particularly in those regions. That's the word on the street from your sources that you've got now.
The shoe shiner. Just feed him.
The shoe shine guys.
Just feed him another 20. Gave you an envelope.
Yeah. Tell me straight money.
So you should spend some points on contacted.
So, during the day, you have been trying to ascend into the spirit world to go on your vision quest, and you have gradually done this. And you find yourself sitting on a spire in the middle of clouds, stretching out in all directions. Getting up, you descend down from the spire with a step passing through the clouds, and beneath you see a land filled with all the spirits in their animal forms and other forms, and they are arguing loudly amongst themselves in words you cannot hear. And passing between the groups is a raven. You recognize it immediately as your particular one. And it's going from group to group, to group to group to group to group to group to group to group. And the arguments are only intensifying, even though they will calm down a little bit while they're there. It seems that he's well busy.
I'll keep walking down into the towards the group of spirits, and while I can't understand what they're saying, I'll still listen and see if any of them react to my presence as I get closer.
They react to your presence with some hostility.
I definitely would stop once I notice the hostility.
And that seems to, like the group nearest you, that seems to intensify their argument, and there's many pointing at you and like, gesturing at you, and then back to the things where they're arguing more. Gradually, as you listen, you get the impression that they're arguing that the things of man dared interfere with the spirit world when they attacked at one time. A great man hand came through the spirit ground and crushed a spirit being. And man has interfered too much and should be punished. And others are arguing, but that's a thing of a specific man, not all men. And then they argue back that all men are the spirit of one man, as we are the spirits of all things. So we should go to war with the man world.
Ooh.
And the others are like, don't be fucking stupid, because we are going to fucking lose that war. Look what they're doing to nature. Right now. And the raven flies from group to group, temporarily calming things down, but then they have to leave to go to another one, and things heat back up again. And you figure maybe that's why they haven't been available for your petty concerns. You're a little busy.
I'll observe for a while before withdrawing back out. I definitely think I would only make things a lot worse if
The
I...
only two animals
walked
not
in.
arguing, in fact, are the other spirit animals are bear and goose.
Bear and goose. Are they still in any of the other groups, or are they...
They're off by themselves.
I might approach them.
Well, they reside on the horizon line, and as much as you walk, you cannot get closer.
Interesting. Then I'll definitely withdraw out. Let them...
You return to yourself with some answers,
Yeah.
and some questions, and a cold bum.
Because the ice has sort of crept back.
Well, the rock is colder than the ice.
Oh, shit.
That's a cold rock.
Welcome to Cold Rocks.
I'll gather up the remains of my ritual and
So the
spread the last of the sand.
So the camouflaged military private who's been just sitting there watching you for 4 hours is like, cool, you done, bro?
Oh, hello. Sorry, I...
So, this is restricted area, you know that, right?
Oh, sorry, I did not.
Yeah, our political correctness training has like told us we have to be like aware of like native rights to travel to spiritual areas. We just wanted to make sure that you weren't a terrorist.
Oh, no, sorry, I was observing a rite of my faith. My ancestors.
Oh, cool.
I was unaware this was a restricted area. I will not return.
Oh, I am. You know, you can get permission from like asking the base colonel if it's like a special religious thing.
Oh, how would I get in contact with him?
Oh, actually, you can just call the Cold Rocks hold. The number's in the book, unless you don't have phone books, in which case.
It's all right. I have a phone book.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we can't assume things, you know.
Ross, does he understand smoke signals?
Oh, well, that's cool. Do you mind if I accompany you out of the zone?
That is all right.
Thanks.
Sir.
Oh, no, that's okay.
Give him a salute.
Yeah, he doesn't see the marksman sitting over on the edge of the wall.
The guy seems pretty laid back. Like, this is about what I expected. Just some peyote-smoking Indian guy. It's not worth getting all riled up over. He seems pretty mellow.
Nothing to make the report bigger.
Yeah. Paperwork bad.
Sorry for making you sit in the cold like that.
Oh, no, it's way better than doing any of the many other tasks that they could have us do, like walking in the cold, or being alert in the cold, or sort of digging latrines in the cold, or running backwards and forwards, pointlessly in the cold.
Is he so mellow because he had to stay in close proximity for 4 hours and go
As long as he's smart enough, he goes straight to medical and goes, what he did, they can't do a fucking thing.
Yep. Cool.
Make sure you smoke weed before you go there too, though.
So he'll escort you out of the zone and then just, like, start ambling back to base.
Give it 20 minutes before you do anything too strenuous.
What?
And then I'll turn and leave.
Cool. The glassy-eyed private ones that wanders off.
Dude, we should stop at the cafeteria first.
Fucking. So when we
I'll have 8 cheeseburgers, large.
when we came in around the corner onto Iona Court, we're driving down Iona Street, and like this fucking
On the street!
this car peeks out, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine. And then it goes like very suddenly like backwards, and I'm like, oh. I turn around, and it's like back at that like the corner of the like the little bend there, and it's like
It's just two guys like that in the front, like out of it.
Do I win a prize if I put balls in their mouth and it goes down to the right?
Wow, okay. Anyway. I'm really glad that the meth lab's not in the corner anymore, by the way.
Yeah.
that corner sucks to deliver to.
Because of the Sodsbury.
Well, no, so the address on that house on the corner is the street 1 block down, even though the mailbox is on this side.
And it doesn't even look like there's a real entrance.
It doesn't look like there isn't a real entrance on that street side.
Neat. So it become night. River's like, no, I've got to go. Otherwise, Xander will ask questions that need answering.
Ask a question.
What?
He doesn't know I have a job.
Yeah, but just say you got stuck in the library or something.
No, that's impossible now. It's a different thing.
They put in systems for him.
And he knows.
I don't think he's actually been to the library since they put that in.
No, he knows. His mother told him.
Oh. You'll have to think of a new excuse.
No.
Wouldn't fall for anyway.
They could have wards in the library. It's a place of learning.
Yeah, so it's no time.
Well, they don't want people taking books and not checking them out properly. Go home.
I'm just gonna go visit the bunny.
Yeah, and then they get changed and then go upstairs and knock on the door of the
There's no answer.
apartment above me.
You feel that the occupant must be on a divine quest. Or he's like half an hour away.
I'll come back in half an hour. I'll go have something to eat.
Okay.
Government-
You go eat
government
Sniffy.
No!
You said something to eat. You didn't say what, so I
Oh,
get
I
to
should-
choose.
I should get around to trying to set up a VCR.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Instructions unclear. Penis stuck in VCS.
Place left, right, K plug in star.
12?
So what VCR did you end up buying?
Just a VCR. Look.
Just a VCR.
Did you buy it
You're
from...
dropping $600 on something. You better be a bit more picky than that.
Which plug is left, right, K?
Okay, well, I got some Thomas Drake money, so I will put that towards the the most expensive VCR.
Oh, nice.
How that the Thomas Drake
General
money can
Electric?
afford.
Yeah.
Using all the Thomas Drake money.
That is probably going to be a Terradino T series
Oh.
for tape. It has RCA lead, input outputs, S video cable, and a SCART plug.
Fuck. Can I
It
play-
has
I guess it comes with
stereo
all of them just to confuse me.
and
more.
an aerial adapter.
What can't it do?
It tries to
Play
eat-
DVDs.
It can't hook up to the TV because the TV doesn't have any ports.
Can't play Laserdisc.
It's got its own cooling system built in with little fans that push the air out there, and a self-cleaning mode with a little thing where you put this eyedropper cleaning liquid in and then you push the thing and it cleans itself. But it's never as good as actually like opening it up and cleaning it yourself with a
Yes.
swab. But you won't know that.
Because it's good for lazy people.
It's good for like, oh, I've been using this for a couple of weeks. Just put the cleaning thing in. That'll do for now. Pop it open every 2 months, clean properly. It's good for that.
Not to be taken internally. How am I supposed to put it inside without making it? I don't get it.
Sure.
Oh, what if it's hungry?
So you have to plug it into your TV, and there's a mess of cables there. Give me an IT roll.
It was the 12. So 12.
An
plus-
hour later, you
2, I suppose?
set it
Yeah,
up,
okay.
although the audio is coming through the wrong sides.
So
Not that you'll pick that up immediately.
yeah.
Didn't I used to have guys?
I'm gonna make another roll. No, I don't know
My
how to.
God!
3, yeah.
My God!
This is
Yes,
happening
Getting rid of
now.
them. Getting rid of them.
I don't know how to fix that. So
Okay, but
I've
later
got
you can ask
backwards.
Mr. Drake or Xander. Probably Xander.
You get
He's-
laughed at.
he's the
least if you
more
ask
I'll
reliable.
him.
test it out by putting in, I suppose,
You
lost.
don't want to see the cable
You
management.
wouldn't know. Yeah.
And
Because it's been recorded off American TV, the sound's in mono anyway, so you won't know from that.
And then I'll check that it works, but I won't actually watch it.
Yeah, it works.
And I'll stop and then go, maybe he's back.
You are. So you arrive back at your apartment. Hang on. Patient little Bob.
What?
Unlock the door.
Yep.
Open up. Walk on in. Check if the bunny's there.
The bunny's there. It's nudging slippers across the floor at you.
Oh.
Then it climbs into one.
Pick up this little bunny in a
Manipulative little shit.
And then she opens the door and there's a bunny in the
And then she and then she arrives. Then the door. There's a knock on the door.
Oh, hello.
Adorable.
Oh, this is Fluffles.
The bunny's eyes seem to expand 50%.
You might
He's so cute.
you might remember him from the global warming event.
Oh, he was the one
Cute.
you rescued. I saw him.
Cute.
Oh, yes.
It makes little rabbit noises. A snuffling thing.
Oh, he's so cute.
Plop.
It's into the slipper.
So you won't even notice it.
Oh.
It has definitely been an adjustment learning to live with an animal and what to feed it,
How to clean up after it.
how to not use industrial cleaners around it.
I can't stay mad at you. Go again.
It imitates you.
Oh, it thinks it's people.
It's learning.
It's
So, what'd you stop by for?
the bunny.
I saw the bunny from my window. I didn't know it was yours, but it was so cute. It almost made me late for work. It looked so sad. It was at the window like.
I think he gets lonely sometimes. Feel free to stop by whenever.
Yes. Don't tell Sniffy about it. Wait.
I'll tell Mario to give you a key in case I'm not there.
No,
I don't
thank
really
you.
do anything around here, so
Costu's probably got one.
Costume
Just
does
the
have
one?
so I'll close the door. Do you know what if we're doing anything tonight?
I don't know.
You're the
I'm just fucking around. I don't know. I was hoping that maybe we could. I mean, I suppose it depends what the others want to do, and if Thomas has anything that he wants to look into. But I figured we may be going to look more into what's going on with these drugs.
I figured there might not be a lot to find with all of the dead drug dealers, but
Drugs!
I think that was the call to assemble.
Even if we're not doing.
And all I hear from back there is
Drugs!
I think there was a call to assemble.
Even if we're not looking for that, we should at least patrol or something.
There we go, Fluffles. You stay here. I will go dispense justice.
He hops away towards the kitchen.
I wish I had a carrot or something.
He comes back on a can of beans, like doing that backwards roll thing with his hind legs.
He's making sure that I eat. Thank you, Fluffles.
Oh, that's food.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of beans. Would you like some beans? Eats raw can of beans.
Go!
Won't say no.
I don't have anything to open it, or there we go. Oh, I better top your food up too, Fluffles. Thank you.
Nose wiggle.
At least no magic's happening. He wiggles his nose.
Yeah, well. Thank God he's not Dick Sargent or Sergeant York. So you're driven home from work, I'm guessing? You arrive.
Nice.
Nothing bad happens.
All good. That is
You
my
get
favorite.
home from work as well.
Nothing bad happening.
You know what
It's
else
my
fun?
favorite amount of things to happen.
Your mother, your sister, your cousin.
No.
How's she
doesn't
looking?
use.
Savage.
Tired.
Oh, Miranda.
What?
Oh, you right?
Sorry. You needed me?
No, just want to see if you're alright. Haven't seen you for a few days.
I've been really busy making a lot of my problems go away because I've caused a lot of problems inadvertently.
I was sad that you didn't get to go see Uncle Jacob's gathering.
God, was that today?
That was this week, yeah.
She hasn't read today's paper.
God, I've got to catch up. Do we have the paper around here? Ah, here they are. She'll pick up a stack of papers that your mother keeps under the phone and wanders into the lounge.
And then wanders back out of the lounge.
I'll turn to Mum while this is happening, obviously.
Yes, son of mine.
When do you want to do this checkup thing?
I can do it now if you want. I
Get
have
it.
my doctor's bag.
Get it over and done with.
She puts a polished black doctor's bag on the thing that she was carrying at the time. Okay, she gives you a physical. Well, surprisingly, you're in great shape, although you could stand to gain a few pounds.
Well, it doesn't matter how much I eat, and this FUD isn't helping with
Yes, sorry about the FUD.
it. But I am...
But, unfortunately, that was the fault of mutants who didn't have proper supervision, or training, or care, or a brilliant military to look after them. Mutants like this Soviet and others cause problems. That's why I'm glad.
Oh my god.
What?
It was a wee bit distracting. Somehow, as you said, that plastic just gets everywhere.
Yeah, it does.
Fucking everywhere.
And throw this in a box so it doesn't come back to haunt me.
No. Just worst place.
I felt like you were just getting scolded for being in the public.
I am. That's why Sam is keeping very quiet and very straight faced, not saying anything.
Which is why I'm glad you're such an introvert who doesn't have any friends. That way you can't get involved in things like
I've got
this.
lots of friends.
Name 7.
There's Lyle.
Uh-huh.
There's Thomas.
That's 3.
3.
Lyle makes 2 people, dear.
Just giving you a bonus.
Well, there's Bevan.
Who's Bevan?
Oh, one of Thomas's friends.
So really it's Thomas's friend.
Well, you know, we all hang out.
Hang out. You hang out with the legendary hero of the town and a Bevan.
Well,
Whatever he does.
and there's Elizabeth. Elizabeth, yep.
Who?
I've talked about her before. We went to Washington together.
Right, yes, that gaming girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's all the gaming ones I game with.
So those people don't count. They're not real. They're online. You've never met them.
But I talk to them all the time.
No, but it doesn't count.
How does it not
This
count?
is the attitude of the time. Fuck you.
That's the fucking attitude of today, to be fair.
Yeah, but it's at least going away.
Yeah.
God, that took ages. Didn't
Yeah.
it?
As the people online become less like people.
Yeah.
Have a hero point. Insightful. Also, because I'm going to fuck you later and you're not going to like it.
Maybe he gets another one then, right?
As I thought. There we go. Then you just stay nice and safe in your little world, and hopefully this will all blow over by the time you're a full adult. Well, otherwise, clean bill of health. Although, I do wish you'd get some more sun and exercise and.
Well, it's hard with working now.
Yes, I suppose.
Well, with Uncle Jacob being back, we'll be obviously going back for the runs again.
So, during this conversation, you will hear a muffled motherfucker and the door will slam.
What was that?
That sounded like Miranda reading the papers and then leaving.
What's wrong with the papers?
I was going to say, the fire is particularly
And I'm noticing
blazing
extra
at the
circle all
moment.
the articles.
No.
No. Oh.
And then... And this was today's. How they're getting their information, I don't know, but it's not right.
How are they following her? I thought she's.
They must have some kind of person on the inside. What do they call them? Traitors?
That's a government department.
That's why I think they call them traitors? I mean, technically, divulging information of the Department of Mutant Verification to the press or anyone would be treason, according to Article 37 of Subsection 9
So,
of the
why aren't they looking
Mutant
into?
Verification Act.
Why aren't they looking into it? Obviously,
Maybe they are. It's not going to be in the papers, though, is it?
Stern back in the post.
Actually,
Do it.
I recall there was an article where Lana Svelte made a wish to be the greatest reporter.
That was actually Jessica Prentice.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, is this a question you are allowed to ask when it's an article written by her? Okay.
Well, I suppose you're going to want to play games. Oh, by the way, I trust you are coming to your uncle's.
of
ceremony.
course I'll go to Uncle's ceremony.
No, I mean, I know you said you would, but I trust you are actually going to, and you're not going to forget and disappear, and then be locked in the library.
I can't be locked in the library
Terribly
anymore.
sorry, Uncle Jacob. I couldn't come watch you getting a Congressional Medal of Honor.
Well, we're all being flown there, so I'll be there.
No, actually, that it does make reference that you could bring a significant other, but I don't think you have one. So
That would be a news story.
that would be news to everyone. Don't be embarrassed. I'm sure it will happen one day.
Yes. Well, one day.
She doesn't need a plane ride.
I'll find my own way there, Mum.
I'm sure one day you'll just find an ultra girl.
Or somebody will try to embrace Dad and take you there.
Which dad?
We don't talk about that.
Right, no, I'm going out tonight.
Man, how would Dadstro fuck with Skinwalker's head?
How would Dad start fucking with Ultra Girl? That
Well,
would
does
get
Dad-
all
Oh,
kinds of
God.
very
No,
interesting.
it would be Maximilian Sternbach. Because it's like who
she
you perceive
doesn't
as your
know.
dad is.
I was going to say, does he work with father figures if you don't have like a father?
Yeah,
Who knows?
That'd be important for me.
Yeah, like your
Go
master.
interestingly
sort of-
one way and horrifying the other way.
Anyway,
Yeah, no, I'm going out tonight, Mum.
of course you are. When are you not?
Well, you said you want me to go out more often and spend less time at home.
I suppose so. Stay away from trouble. There's been a lot of it lately.
Super me.
This is really.
I'm sure trouble will find a way of finding you,
Ah.
like it did your brother. Remember when River got attacked by those gangs and you guys tried to hide it from me? But Brooke always told me everything. He was good like that.
Yes.
Right, well. Off you go.
Right, I'm going to make my way to the base.
Okay. You go upstairs to get your stuff. Your sister leans in and she's like, awkward conversations had with your mum. With your mum.
You could have.
Trying to keep your face straight. Talking with your mum.
Hey, Mum, River said she wants to spend time with you tonight.
I actually do.
I'll leave.
Well, she's shit out of luck because I have work. Oh. Great. Don't bother raising your daughter. Leave back to her room.
I'll talk to some of your school friends. Go catch up with them.
I was just there. All day.
Much stuff.
Slam. Click, click, lock, click.
Can't
click,
roll
click.
for
It's like
deception.
the sound of a bar being put across.
Right. Oh, well, yeah, head over to the base.
You head to the base.
The reference that the base is your base, not the Black Sands base now?
No, I'm going to the
Burning Sands.
Burning
Sands base, yeah.
It's been cleansed now, like we think.
What do you... I don't know.
Yeah, Xander wasn't there.
I don't know.
True.
Oh, yeah, even for that.
So, like, you guys might come to my base because that's where I have the samples of the drugs.
Yeah.
And we're still not 100%
Sure,
if
on
it's
that base.
Good to go.
So everyone comes to mine.
Okay, so while they're doing that, Xander has reached the other base, whereon he goes immediately to the computer, because that's the thing, and he finds the side has been opened and a bunch of stuff has been bodged into his computer, wrecking it. It looks like some kind of plasticky shit with C4 on the side, and a bunch of wires everywhere. Oh look, that's like clipped right into the fan. Someone's actually ripped a fan out to make room for some kind of timing thing.
Fancy.
You realise someone has put a bomb in your computer, but not actually made a good job of it because it's clearly broken. Wait, what's that? Is that suit prints on the C4? Like big giant mitts?
Big fluffy mitt prints.
Is this just a one-way?
Oh no, that's everyone.
Oh, well,
Because
in
I
that
don't-
case, beep beep.
Yes.
Are we getting started on that drugs thing again?
Oh, I hope so.
What? No, oh, I just called you. It looks like someone's trying to stuff a bomb into my computer.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to put it somewhere.
He damaged your computer.
Why am my computer's stuffed now?
What do you mean? It was perfectly fine.
It fucking wasn't.
You're a
Huh?
fucking liar.
Half the motherboard's
Oh,
imprinted with the C4.
I could repair that.
No, you couldn't.
You just take sand, and then you make a silicon board, and then you do some fancy iron shit.
So you make another computer, in other words. That's not fixing the computer that I've got.
Volume right down.
The problem is the motherboard, which
No, that's not the problem. Also, it's got into the power pack,
This
and
happens a lot.
the drives are just...
well, there should be no problem with the drives.
I'm
Those
sure
are-
once you clean them off, they'll be okay.
Those are the things I actually can't replace. Anything else is like,
In
I can
Tom,
just replace it.
in Thomas's defense, when he built the bomb, we were planning on blowing up the base.
Why were you planning on blowing up the base?
Well,
because of the-
if you came to group meetings more often, you would learn this.
I was
Did you
busy.
really just say that?
Anyway, we're not at that base. I'll explain everything when you get here. We're trying to deal with Superman.
Or does Xander say fuck you and spends the rest of his night replacing the computer, buying parts from various shops? I'm not fussing with it.
I'm sorry, I don't know that.
So, what are we doing?
Sorry.
Freed from
We're
plastic.
not meeting here.
No, I'll explain when you get here.
I'll be a while.
Remote controls! With the power of remote controls, I can pick him up. What a shock, it won't be that long.
Or he could just turn into a travel puff and we'll take George.
George will take a long time, though.
What?
He travels the speed limit.
And it's not
And
so.
attracts less
And
attention.
it's so. I'll go up and see George if George is there.
Demonic spirit kind of attracts a less attention than you.
Is today the day that I will be washed and cleaned?
Okay.
Excellent.
Where would you like to go?
It is entirely up to you, I'm sure, Master.
Alright, we'll find some place. So I'll go watch George. I'll go do that.
So, you must have been very busy with exciting adventures recently. It has been some weeks since I have been used.
It has been quite busy and...
No. I don't like that smell.
What smell?
The entire base feels smelly.
I don't know why.
Then you open the security doors, it puffed through.
It must just need airing out.
It couldn't have anything to do with the fact that we just had been using the base.
So I'll take George out to get washed.
You do that.
Yeah.
Guys at the car wash are like, "Yo, premium car, dude.
Thanks.
Thank you." What?
Thank you.
Ah, dude. Cool.
If you put your hand over the glowing part, it shuts them up for some reason.
Yeah, it actually does. Clean, wash, arrive at base.
Yep.
Are you driving down into his access? Because I don't think you have a thing that opens the
No,
door.
I'll get near his access and ring him.
Beep beep. Oh, it's direct to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, I got George here. You mind opening up the base?
Oh, sure.
I'll climb it. So, why are we meeting here now?
Well, Skinwalker went to the base yesterday morning, and it was covered in skin.
But skin from what?
What?
And then we planned to blow it up. I planned to blow it up. And it was fine, except there was an illusion on Dr. Goodman's room. It was full of Edomite things, and then...
Was the illusion was of the Edomite things in the
illusion
room?
was that it looked normal.
Oh, okay, sorry, yep.
And then Svetlana and I went and had a private chat for a bit, and then Kurst showed up while we were gone, so I had to throw my bomb somewhere. And then Kurst showed up.
It's like you missed everything, right?
He ate all of the Edomite things, and then he went and ate Dr. Good.
What, ate Dr. Goodman?
Oh, and my Edomite belly babies too.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
what?
Yeah, well, he got infested with Edomite lizard people, but we took care of that.
Oh yeah, they were swimming around the sewers and getting bigger, and then they were going up onto the surface and
Kurst
attacking
killed
people.
all of those, though.
Or
And
is
I
still
got
doing that.
The
One of
aspirin
those
treatment
two.
to him in time. And then we looked into the drug situation.
The Superman.
What?
Well, you know these new drugs that are circulating on the street?
What? Yeah, I've heard of some of them.
Yeah, so I've pulled some of them apart, and they're basically modified meth.
Super modified.
As in, I don't think I would be capable of modifying it to this extent with all the time in the world modified.
Each color does a different
It
thing.
must be serious if he's admitting a weakness.
So, is this like someone's made a wish
sorry,
to make the best
non-strong.
drugs?
See, that's what I thought as well. It's also bizarre. Like, you get different ones in different districts. We found out where Purple Rain and Red Rage and Blue Velvet were, but we're in the process of looking for Red Rage. Blue Velvet was recalled because there was a problem during the modification. They had cut it with cocaine, so it was making people die.
And there doesn't seem to be any competition between these new drugs. Like, they're perfectly willing to just tell you
Like they were
where the other
made,
ones
they were
are.
definitely made by the same people.
Well,
Yeah.
And they had that stealth Hummer too.
He'll have samples
yeah.
on hand.
Well, wouldn't that be a good reason? Because if they don't want to mix them, like you said, that they'll be in different districts, so people would.
No, I think you can mix the drugs. I need more samples to prove it, though.
It's like
The
they're
only-
it's like franchises in different areas.
Yeah.
I hate to think what would happen if you took them all at once.
Well, that's what we need to figure out, isn't it?
Well, don't we need to figure out who's selling them rather than what they do?
Yes. So you all mentioned that the vehicles, when they tried to follow the vehicles, they used some sort of optic camo. They just disappear.
Well, at least one of them did, yeah. One of them also started to fly.
Did you take some of the drugs,
No.
Soviet?
Isn't that right? Didn't the...
No, you speculated that maybe what if one of them
Oh.
turned invisible and then the wheels
Oh,
went
yes,
and
yes.
flew off like Back to the Future 2.
That's right.
But how would you get that much active camo in that size of vehicle?
Well, it would only last for about a minute.
Oh, each drug has a different type of vehicle. So, like, some of them are in a van, and some are in a limo, and some are in like a 4x4.
So the vehicle gets out of distance and then you... But what if the base was within that minute?
Or if they access subway tunnels that led to a secret base.
There's not many subway tunnels they can drive in, but
You get the point I'm making, though.
there's got to be something within a minute or so of wherever they go from, so it's very finite.
I don't think they move either, because Skinwalker was told that the guy would be in the same place if he wanted to get more purple rain.
I suspect.
Well, they said there were no supplies at the moment, but come back to the same spot at another time.
That was for a blue velvet.
Yeah.
14?
Add memory.
16.
You seem to be getting on fairly well with one of Lucius King's sort of guys, Mr. Red Tracksuit. And maybe he might know something about drug trade. You could ask him when you go back to work. That's a lead.
When work starts back up again, I could approach my boss. He might know something more. He's a little higher up in Lucius motherfucking King's establishment.
Language.
And
That's
his
his name.
My legal name!
That is his legal
Did you
name.
seriously just say language?
What?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize we're going to bed at 9 o'clock.
Son of a bitch.
Oh shit.
Anyway, we know...
Did you have time to look at those pictures I left?
What pictures did you leave? It was the pictures of all the...
Where are
the
those
vehicles and
pictures?
stuff, right? Yeah.
The Humvee, the guys carrying the suitcase with automatic weapons in them.
Yeah. I mean,
So have you had time to study them, though, with a roll?
the roll?
Yep. You are looking at... the best DCs will be if you have military vehicles knowledge.
Of course he does.
No.
Next best DCs will be...
I don't have very specific ones.
Yeah, so the next best DCs will be vehicles general.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is that?
18.
18, so plus 14. That's...
Oh, well, yep, you can make that. That's good. The vehicle in question, the Humvee, is a specific kind of Humvee that is exclusively and only manufactured for the United States military.
I will point this out, also that the plates are fake.
And the plates are clearly fake.
What did they say again?
Was it I see you or I have you?
No, that's what's embossed on the side. The plates were actually like an anti-police slogan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you pigs, I
Yeah.
believe it was.
California plate.
And it was a California plate.
Which means...
How do you know it's a California plate? It's blue with the yellow lettering. And it says California on it.
Would that little sun have something on the bottom?
That's on the white plates.
Yeah.
And they don't do that in my world because I like the blue California plates better.
Which also makes sense that it's military tech. Because they made this display of the chemical makeup of the drug. And
A complex web of shit appears on the screen.
and they have Opticam on a vehicle of that size.
So these
So
people,
why is the military making drugs?
or
Or
people from the
someone in the
future,
military.
What?
or people from the future.
You
How
can't just
would-
go to that for every...
How would you have more than... Oh, but actually, hold on. How many future people have you met? Oh wait, yep, she did. 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 Oh wait.
I become is this. I like do. It is more like me. I'm being like no.
There's only one way to stop Labor's taxes.
Kill them.